What's up, YouTube? This is your boy DJ Troy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting my videos. So, today is going to be the day of the Bizarro. I'm going to try my best to end on a positive note, but there's just been a lot of crazy things happening in the world today. But my first video is going to be on a positive. It's this guy, this rap artist by the name of Mr. Lil Dicky. A very comedic name. It could also be interpreted in a very wrong way. But, what Lil Dicky did was that he tried to create a rap video on $0, and he accomplished that. So basically, all he did was to go around and ask people, can I use your house to be in part of this rap video that's called Save Money? And he was able to accomplish it. And by the way, he was able to get some pretty huge artists to be in the video. Okay, he got rich homie Quan. Then he also have Fetty Wap in the video. So more respect to him, because usually rap videos cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to be able to make them. So shout out to that boy, Little Dicky, for doing what he got to do. It's just that the name just sounds a little bit funny. But much respect, he was able to get his video done. So shout out to Little Dicky for doing what he got to do. Like I promised you, it gets a little bit bizarre after this. Very bizarre. So the individual that you're looking at right now is comedian Mr. Steve Rannazzisi. However you pronounce his name. Okay? This individual claimed that he worked for Merrill Lynch during the attack on September 11th or 9/11. So he basically took his story to Hollywood, said that he worked next to the Twin Towers, or he actually worked inside the Twin Towers, and he was a survivor of 9/11. And because of his stories, he was able to get jobs in Hollywood. He basically became an actor, and he basically was able to do many things, because of his story. Came to find out after the New York Times questioned him on the legitimacy of his story, it was fake. His story was fake. So he lied, sorry, about surviving 9/11, which was a terrible thing, which was unacceptable. Mind you, okay, I'm not going to be the first person to criticize anybody, because I have many personal issues and many mistakes that I've committed over the course of my life. So things happen. But to blatantly lie about something so significant so that you could become a star or what have you, man, it just was very messed up. So Mr. Steve gets no respect for this. He was able to speak to blogger Marc Maron and apologize for the lies that he tell about 9/11, but I don't know, man. This one is a little bit rough. You just come out and say that you survived 9/11 just so that you could have a story. I mean, no, man. Unfortunately, because of the world in which he lives in, you need to lie in order to get ahead at some point in time. So it is what it is. So Rick Ross just lost a lawsuit against LMAFO. LMFO, of course, have this song called Party Rock, and everybody knows it. But Rick Ross believed the line that they said, "Every day I'm shuffling," was because of him. Okay, the line belongs to him. So he sued for copyright infringement. And the court ruled that it wasn't enough copyright infringement for him to get any kind of money. So Rick Ross lost this lawsuit. And it is what it is, you know. Every day I'm shuffling. If I'm not, if I'm correct, you know, for all my hardcore rap fans out there, you could tell me better. But as far as I know, every day I'm shuffling is just what the street says, you know what I mean? Every day I'm shuffling, you know what I mean? Every day I'm in these streets making moves every day, you know. So it's just, you know, what the streets have been saying for many years. So it's not necessarily owned by anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody try to, you know, say for shizzle my nizzle and, you know, little sayings like that. But for my hardcore rap fans, you could probably tell me better, all right? So I wish Mr. Rick Rose the very best. This Instagram page that you're looking at is of a young lady by the name of Miss Lisa Borsch. I found her page and I'm showing it to you because it's one of these things where you're like, what the hell? Okay, because like I promise you guys, it's gonna be like one of those days where like the Instagram is like, what the hell is going on? Lisa Bush and her boyfriend stabbed her mother almost 24 times or something like that, 24 times. Lisa Birch, at the time, I think she was about 14 years of age. She's now 15. It's one of these stories where you're like, what the hell is happening with the world? You know, usually I don't go to people's Instagram, but I'm like, she just seems like a normal person having a fun time. Normal. Not out of the ordinary, not weird, not crazy, not anything. She just seems like a normal person. But because she was watching these ISIS videos, she and her boyfriend, who was 29, I'm like, what? Was able to stab her mother to death. It was like one of the most bizarre stories that you could ever read. So I know you guys might probably wonder, like, what in the hell in the world does DJ Troy doing having up a sausage with a knife? Okay, I told you guys that it's gonna be one of those bizarre episodes. Listen, man. The madness of the world continues, and it's gonna continue to be very strange. That sausage that you see there represents a story that happened in Australia. So this woman decided that she's gonna make a bet with her boyfriend that if he ever cheats on her again, she's gonna use a flat iron to put on his penis. Yes, people, you guys heard me correct. Okay? Now, you're wondering, what has the world come to? I have no answers. I don't make the news. I just report it as someone says. Anyway, so this individual decided to go and cheat on his current girlfriend with his former girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend. And for some reason, his current girlfriend found out. So he and his current girlfriend made a pact so the individual had to go through with the pack, which is basically have his girlfriend use a flat iron and pressed on his penis on the front side and on the back side. Okay? And after that, she also squeezed his penis. People, my God. That's what you call a toasted sausage, a grilled sausage, a sausage that has been burnt and have been cooked. The psychological and the mental damage that's gonna happen to this guy, okay? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Listen, people. Me myself, sometimes in my head, in my weird thoughts, I have what is it that I'm gonna give up, you know, before I give up my manhood. And people, I could tell you that the list is very long. The list is very long of things that I'll give up before I give up my manhood. Okay? And I know that, as I said before, we're all have made mistakes, including me. We have made a lot of mistakes, okay? I'm not gonna come and be self-righteous. But people, I say, but people, my God, does love have to be that crazy that you're gonna literally let someone burn your sausage, burn your penis because you weren't able to keep up on a bet? Is love gonna take it that far? Are you gonna go that far? Are people that serious in this society that you're gonna let someone burn your sausage? My God. Well, it is what it is. So, this here is another one of these stories that's a little crazy, but there's nothing, funny about it. This Giants player rather, was playing with fireworks and the fireworks exploded in his hands and he lost a couple of fingers. Now, I know that, because of the tone of my videos, people are gonna probably want to say, well, hey, it's your hand, it's what you use, you play football. And why would you do something like that? And the thing is, just like all of us, man, just like, people, I keep referring back to the human condition. It's like we sometimes live in this world that says that it's not going to happen to me, it's not going to happen. And which is a very good thing too, okay? It's always good to, you know, make positive assertion on yourself. Don't ever run around these streets saying that, oh, this is gonna happen to me, or I'm gonna, gonna get this terrible situation happen in my life. No, it's always good to breathe positive energy into your life. Forget about the negative. But also too, you must be a little smart in the things that you do. If you see that the fire is on, you're not gonna put your hand rather inside the frying pan because you know the hot oil is gonna burn your hands off. So this picture of this player, I'm not gonna mention his name because of, I don't want to make the situation even more broader, but it's just a reminder that, listen, man, if you know that there's a situation that you could prevent, do your best to prevent it. Don't put yourself in any position where you're gonna basically destroy yourself. So I wish him and his family the very best. So Planned Parenthood is one of these services that gives young people the option to keep or not take care of a fetus during the early stages of pregnancy and also too even into late stages. And some of these services that they give, teenagers do not need consent from their parents. So in that respect, Planned Parenthood gives young people options of keeping pregnancies, which in some cases is unwanted and in some cases are not needed and in some cases are a very bad idea. Now, this is a very divisive issue. Of course, the Republican Party is, of course, against it. Many Americans, Republicans, Democrats, are against it because it depends on your views, your religious views, of when a fetus actually becomes life. You know, some people like me view it as soon as conception happens, you have life there. And you know, it's a very divisive issues. But there's also cases where people are raped, and you know, young people, you want to not have the option of having your rapist child in your house and actually looking at that child. So it's a very complicated topic. The reason why I'm bringing it to the forefront is that the Republican Party, the Republican led House, has vetoed a bill that would cut Planned Parenthood funding by over $450 million. Why is this news? It's news because there are many young people, especially people who are in disadvantaged neighborhoods, where Planned Parenthood funds a lot of treatment and care. And these are the people that are going to be severely affected by the cut of funding from Planned Parenthood. One of the reasons that I like Planned Parenthood is not necessarily for the abortions, but also too for the preventative care that they offer by teaching young people about not being able to get themselves pregnant, prevent sexually transmitted disease. And yes, there are some crazy things that happened. And oh man, it's a very tough conversation to have when there were videos that surfaced where Planned Parenthood staffers and doctors are going on camera. You know, they were being recorded without their consent, but they're talking about, you know, basically harvesting fetuses and putting them towards stem cell research. And it's a very complicated thing because, again, stem cell research is one of these situations where it's like you need it in order to regrow organs. And depending on which side of the fence you are, this could become a very long discussion. But the reason why, you know, I would want Planned Parenthood to continue getting their funding is because of the preventative care. Okay, especially youths in disadvantaged backgrounds, they aren't able to access medical care, aren't able to access doctors and these things. And Planned Parenthood helps to bridge that gap where young people could get all the necessary treatment needed. And of course, your boy always end with a note about your health. Okay, it's important that you have a good, holistic health and wellness approach to your life because without health and wealth, there's nothing that you could enjoy in this life. So it's important that you have a healthy mind, a healthy spirit, and a healthy body. This is your boy, DJ Troy. I'm out.